welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, The Sun, where we're always working towards something greater. I want to welcome in everybody today, and I wanted to talk about a topic of just kind of spiritual growth, personal growth, things when you're trying to work on yourself and you feel a bit like you're watching a lot of videos about other people that have changed things in their life and other people that have made things better for themselves, and they seem to be living a kind of a picture-perfect life, and you feel the need to constantly just keep watching these videos thinking that you're going to find a solution, like a magical solution in it, that it's all just gonna click and make sense to you someday, that this is the thing you've been missing from your life. This is the thing that's going to change your life, and these routines, this tip that you find is just gonna be like the one-all that fixes everything. And I'm here to say that I've been on that journey for a long time now. I've watched a lot of people's videos and tried to find ways to fix myself for a long time. And I think that I've come to a realization, not that I don't think, that watching videos can be helpful of other people that have found success in these things. They can give you tips. They can give you things that will help you make the changes that you desire in your life and that you want in your life. But the thing that happens is, I think it's a compilation of all this stuff that you learn, that it takes some time, that you finally just kind of maybe make some of the changes. But some of the thing is, you've got to make those changes. You can't just watch those videos about being like, yeah, if you just do this journaling prompt, you'll figure everything out. Because what I've realized in my own personal journey is, sometimes watching all these videos, there's a new method for like every single thing of how to change your life. And a lot of the time I just kind of watched it and was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then I never did it. For some things, you know, for a lot of things, I would just watch those videos and I would be like, yeah, that seems like a great idea. That can help me a lot. The thing is once you watch so many of them, they all just kind of compile and you don't really remember what it was that was going to help you and change things. And so I'm just kind of saying that if you're going to do that kind of stuff, I think it's maybe more important that you focus on watching maybe one video of that and then give it a shot of whatever thing it is. Like, for instance, have a book with you. If you're going to watch some self-help videos of things like that, have like a specific notebook of what these ideas are. And if you come across something that you think is going to be really helpful, to write it down in that book and utilize it later. Be like, okay, this is what I'm going to try, but don't take on too much at once. The point of this video too is that no one video is exactly going to fix your life. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that there's going to be any one video that's actually going to be that thing that just changes it. It's one of those things where you have to put in the effort, you have to put in the time to do it. It's not just that you're going to usually come across just a revelation that's going to change everything about how you feel. You kind of need to stick to that one thing of a plan and see if it works. And again, it can be helpful, I think, to compile videos of help and tips. And I recently watched a video about something called a commonplace knowledge book or something like that, where you kind of have a notebook of like all these little helpful tips that you learn through your spiritual and personal growth. And you can kind of just reflect on that. And it's things that, you know, sometimes you hear and you absorb, and some things you remember, but some things you kind of forget about. And so when you write it down in one of those books, you can kind of reflect on it. So something that I kind of wanted to touch base on just a little bit with my own personal life in this circumstance and situation is, I've started to learn in things in my own life that it is going to take work. It is going to take work in deciding on a specific routine and actually putting in the work to do those things. And it's also going to take some time. I'm going to be making another video about this, but you also kind of have to align with the things that you're changing yourself to do and to be like, because if you try and force yourself to do things that you don't align with and you don't agree with fully, then you're probably going to fail. Sorry to put it bluntly, but you're probably going to fail, because if you don't align with it and you don't agree with it, you're just going to have a constant battle that you're always just going to be fighting with yourself about not wanting to do that thing. So if you can somehow make yourself want to actually do that thing, and this is something I've been telling myself in a lot of areas of my life, is I don't have to, I want to, and that's really been helping me, especially if it is something that I really want to do. But sometimes if it's going to be something that you really just don't want to do, you don't align with, you don't enjoy at all, you can only usually stick with that for so long before you kind of just fall off the wagon. And that's just kind of an unfortunate thing that happens, but it's kind of the truth. You kind of have to identify as that person who wants to do that thing for it to work for you long term. I might make a video just about this topic altogether in itself, but I've started to also realize through all these videos and everything that it seems a bit like when you look into these things, maybe there's a certain goal or something that you have in mind in your life that you want to accomplish and that you want to get to. And that's great. That's nice that you have something that you're trying to get to. But I've also realized that it's harmful to be living in the future, because it creates a lot of anxiety. And if you have that goal that you're constantly trying to get to, some people can do fine with that, but you kind of have to, I guess, learn to be happy in the moment instead of striving for something in the future to save you from your current unhappiness if you're not happy. That's something that I've been learning a lot lately, that I've really started to realize, is that I can't wait for, in my case, a career in the future to be the thing that makes me happy. I can't rely on waiting for that and trying to strive for that just because I'm not feeling totally satisfied with my life where I am. But if I took a deeper look into all of it, it's because I'm not happy with where my life is currently and a lot of other aspects of my life, to where and why I'm unhappy, that I feel I need to accomplish this goal in the future to be happy. It's me putting all my eggs in one basket, wanting to be happy, relying on this thing in the future to save me from my unhappiness now. And I don't think that that's going to work either. Yes, I definitely think having a goal like that and getting to that place that you want to be can be beneficial in your life. It can make you happy, and it can make a better quality of your life. I strongly believe that. But it can't be the thing that saves you, if that makes any sense. Because you have to be happy in the now, happier in the now, to be able to have it really be beneficial, I feel like, in the future. Because if you still have all these things that are holding on, that are making you unhappy in the now, even if you achieve that thing that makes life maybe a little bit better, guess what? You're still going to have all those other reasons why you were unhappy to begin with clinging on to you, and might drag down your success for the thing that you actually wanted to achieve. And in that case, you might end up feeling like, well, I got what I wanted and I'm still unhappy. And that's something I've learned, and that's something I've realized lately. And so I wanted to share that all with you guys, that these videos aren't going to be your solution 100%, and you've got to put in the effort, and you've got to find ways to pinpoint what you feel like is making you unhappy in your life now and try and fix it. Like in my case, I believe that I've lost a lot of my wandering spirit that I used to be, and I don't go out and do things nearly as much as I used to. I kind of have become a shut-in, and I kind of don't go travel and do any of the things that I would like to do anymore. And getting out of the house as much as I would like to, going camping, going swimming, going, four-wheeling, doing whatever of these things that I feel like I've lost. And I'm trying to reincorporate little things back in my life to bring me joy. And I've also started to try and recognize when I'm going into dark places where I feel like I'm unhappy by replacing that of something of a little bit of joy that will make me happy, like trying to bring in little hobbies, wanting to try felting. I'm wanting to do embroidery, but right now I've been just doing some reading instead, or some coloring, you know, things that bring some joy. Just kind of embrace your inner child a little bit more and get back to who you were and the things you used to enjoy doing a bit more is the thing that I've really realized. If you feel like you've lost a part of yourself that's making you unhappy now, just really kind of pinpoint that thing that's making you unhappy and try and be happy in the present and in the now, so that when you do actually accomplish the thing that you wanted to accomplish through all these making your life better videos, you actually can get there and be happier with that thing that you have and not still feel like something's missing. I hope that this video was helpful, guys. I hope it made sense. I hope that maybe it can help you guys advance forward a little bit quicker in your path and personal happiness and all those things too. They can really, you know, make that connection for you guys. These things that I'm learning that I'm trying to pass on to everybody else, hoping that it will help you as well. So I hope that you all are reaching for the sun, the sky, the stars above. May life be filled with happiness, light, and love. Bye.